Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back, I'm not going anywhere. Beast! I'm YouTube famous now. I'm in Miami, bitch. I'm getting ready to fly out to Miami tomorrow for my anniversary. I'm super, super excited. Miami is one of my all-time favorite cities. We go there all the time, and I have not been there since I went to Ultra Music Festival in March. And so we're going down there for the weekend, and we're gonna dance and do all kinds of stuff, and I'm so excited. So anyway, if you're from Miami, look me up. Oh, by the way, people always ask me, they're like, why don't you ever do meet and greets? Well, I'll do meet and greets. So I was thinking about it, and I was like, okay, 3:45 on Saturday at 10th and Collins with the guy that wears the big snake, the python. Do you like pythons? You like pythons, don't you? So anyway, the guy with the big python that takes pictures with everybody for $20, $20, okay? I'll be right beside him. As if, can you guys imagine? Like if I did a meet and greet, like where? Like Bob Evans, and I booked 2 booths, people all the time are like, why don't you do like go on tour? Okay, first of all, I have no manager. I have no management company. I don't want one, okay? I've been asked and I've turned them all down. I don't need that shit so they can just take my money that I'm already not making on YouTube. Anyway, but if I went on tour, I would give you all kinds of stories. Listen, I would not be bringing a bunch of good Judies on stage with me, except for maybe Tanya, and she'd be sitting in the corner, I don't know, probably smoking a cigarette and looking on her phone. And you wouldn't have to pay $200, trust, okay? For me to get up there and just give you the best 5 hours of your entire life, okay? Know that it's Tana Mojo bullshit of 10 friends and $200 and 15 minutes of a story. What kind of bullshit is that? And listen, she's kind of stayed out of the drama lately, but I feel the calm before the storm. I feel a Tana Mojo video coming on, don't you? I feel a Gigi Gorgeous. She has her own line of drama channels now, Gigi Gorgeous does, because she's just always in the drama. I feel a new Tana Mojo or Gigi Gorgeous video coming on, so girls, bring on the drama. But anyway, I actually was looking through all the Jeffree Star, Nathan, Manny, Laura Lee Snapchats from Bora Bora. Can you imagine that life? Oh, we fly in there on a private plane, we fly out of the private plane, we stay in private bungalows, and we have huge dinners overlooking the cove in Bora Bora. I need to be a booty guru, like for real. But anyway, for all you rude asses out there that always want to timestamp my videos, the video starts at 2:27. So anyway, I've said in my last 5 videos, I think that's so rude when people do that. I'm not going to be the person that comes on here and just goes, here's the drama, here's what I think. That's so boring. That's not my gig, obviously. Okay. So anyway, if you don't know what you don't know is a lot, this video is about Jake Paul, Team 10, FaZe Banks, and Drama Alert. Oh, and this Erykah Badu girl, I don't know her. So anyway, so what happened? I think not. What had happened was, I'll give you a little quick rundown in like 30 seconds. Okay, so FaZe was out at this bar called the Warwick, apparently, and having a good time with his good Judies. And then there was this, what was her name? Megan, this Megan girl, was that her name? Yes, Megan, Meg, who'd care? Anyway, this she ain't nobody until the story came out, obviously. This Megan girl, she's like an assistant to Jake Paul or something. She lives in that Team 10. It's just too much, all of it for me. And so anyway, so she's out, and apparently either she said she had a bruise, and she said that she saw FaZe kissing another girl, and then she said that FaZe like put her about the allegedly, this is all allegedly, okay, and dragged her across the floor of the bar. Then she went home, okay, and apparently these Team 10, I keep on wanting to call them FaZe 10, like that card game. Do you remember that? Oh my God, I love that game so much. But now we have Cards Against Humanity, and nobody wants to play Apples to Apples or FaZe 10 anymore. I love those games. What happened? So anyway, Candyland, Life, I mean, nobody wants to play that shit. Monopoly takes you 10 hours, who'd care? So anyway, so she goes home to old Jake Paul, who's sitting around probably playing video games or something like that. Not that I have any issues with video games, but let's just be for real. So he's sitting around, he's playing video games, and he goes, hey girl, what's going on? You got a bruise on your neck. She's like, yeah, I think FaZe Banks like dragged me across the floor. Now, allegedly, okay? Now people are saying she made this story up. She's covered, okay, so for the last week, excuse me, no ma'am. Keemstar from Drama Alert has covered this story, right? And he has sided with FaZe Banks 100%. Like, he even put his channel on the line. And I'll tell you why in just a second. So this Meg girl, Jake Paul, and these 2 other people, I don't know who they were. They were sitting in there wanting to get famous. I mean, I'm losing fans. See, you make videos like this, you lose fans. People are like, Peter, we don't care about all this shit. So yes, I do. I mean, this is like the drama of the century on YouTube right now, okay? So That's why I didn't make the Bora Bora video, because who'd care? Bora Hora, Bora Bora, so bored. Anyway, so then they make this video and they basically accuse FaZe Banks of assaulting her, okay? And blah, 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 blah. And then all these people were said, well, why is there no police report? On and on and on. So then FaZe Banks comes out and Keemstar interviews him and he says, I didn't do it. I don't remember. Maybe I did. I don't remember it, but I don't think I did. And Team 10 was feeding me drinks and then allegedly, possibly could have drugged him because he doesn't remember a whole lot. So all this kind of stuff went on. And then Rice Gum and these names, my God, why not some Judy and John Smith? So Rice Gum, FaZe, and what's her face? I don't even know the girl. Anyway, this other girl, what did I say? Lisa in the Cult Jam the other day. So they make this video basically and they say we're now the Clout Gang and now we're against Team 10. Stay golden, Pony Boy. When I said that the other day in my video, and when I said something about Pony Boy, Rumble on Pony Boy, everybody was like in my comment sections, they loved it. They were like, stay golden, Pony Boy. Do we all love the Outsiders that much? True story. I get asked all the time because my husband and I, we have a website where we interview celebrities. Nobody knows that about me, but it's the truth. We interview all kinds of reality stars, TV stars, movie stars, musicians, and all EDM DJs. We've interviewed everybody. So anyway, and it's really fun, and it started kind of as a joke. But anyway, people always ask me, like, who's the nicest person you've ever interviewed? I have to tell you a really interesting story. So I did a review of The Outsiders on my BookTube channel. Peter Likes Books, it's listed below. And of The Outsiders, and I tweeted it out, and Essie Hinton, the author, gagged, she tweeted me back. I was like living. So anyway, I mean, the author of Pony Boy tweeted me back. So anyway, so then they make this video, and then he goes on and he interviews, Keemstar interviews him, and he says, I didn't do any of this kind of stuff. Then Keemstar comes out and he says, I don't believe Team 10. Team 10's not doing any footage. Then Logan Paul, the brother of Jake Paul, even bigger, right? I mean, he's like basically the next PewDiePie. We all know it, but we don't want to admit to it because we're so embarrassed at why. So anyway, Logan basically comes out and says, my brother's not lying, and he calls this Erykah Badu. Now, Erykah Badu is the girlfriend of Jake Paul, and says, has your boyfriend, has Jake ever spit in your face? Girl, better nobody ever spit in my face, okay? Spit in my face? No, ma'am, okay? I don't think anybody should ever have to ask me, did your husband spit in your face? You would know if somebody spit in my face, because baby, we wouldn't be together anymore, okay? That is, I mean, why would you even ask that question? To just null the you know, whatever. I mean, listen, it's just too much. So then he shows this police report, okay? This documented police report that they went and all this kind of stuff about this girl, Meg, that has all these bruisings from this alleged assault. It's just too much. Okay, this has gone on way too longer than 30 seconds. So then, so they do all that. Then this Erykah girl, she makes a video. Oh no, then Keemstar comes out and he does all this kind of hocus pocus. You know how Keemstar is. He kind of just stirs the pot. But he wants to get to the bottom of it because he truly believes that Jake Paul and Team 10, FaZe 10, are totally making this shit up. I cannot keep track of all this. Totally keeping, this is like having a conversation with your friends about Big Brother, and you're like, have you watched it? And they're like, no, not in 2 weeks, and you have to catch them up on everything, and you're like trying to explain how Josh is like banging those pans and they just don't get it. You're like, okay, like, pay attention. So anyway, so then Keemstar makes this video and he's basically coming out against Team 10 and saying, this is BS, okay? You guys cannot provide footage, you're not doing this kind of stuff. Well then, this Erykah Badu chick, who's Jake Paul's girlfriend, you know, Erykah Badu with the, okay. Anyway, she sits on this rock and she says that Keemstar's horrible because he's all this kind of stuff, and that he's making a joke of assault, even though then they show video that Keemstar tweets out later, Team 10 members joking about assault. None of this is funny. None of it, okay? Because as this is going on, we have real assault victims, men and women, okay, out there in our world today that have nobody to talk to. They don't believe anybody will listen to them, and this is all just perpetuating the fear and the stigma that goes along with abuse victims. And at first, it was just real interesting drama to me, but when it started getting deeper and deeper, where you're talking about ruining people's lives over serious allegations and not protecting the possible abuse victim. And I will tell you this right now, okay? I just looked on, well, okay, so what happened? So Erykah came out with this video. She basically said Keemstar's making fun of all this kind of stuff. So Keemstar comes back and says, here, I'll make you a challenge, okay? You have 30 days to post the footage of what happened in the bar that night. If you do, and it is true that FaZe assaulted this girl, I will leave YouTube. And then I was like, what? Okay, and then said, but if you do not provide that footage, then you have to leave YouTube. Take my challenge. Do you think she took her challenge? Oh, no, ma'am, she didn't take that challenge, not one bit. So then I'm watching the video from last night, okay, which is that today, I think it was yesterday, actually, they met on Tuesday, yeah, so this was from last night. That FaZe and the Team 10 people met, FaZe and Jake Paul met to talk this out. Well, at the moment that they're meeting, FaZe Banks drops a video talking and showing this interview that he did with this guy Max that used to be part of Team 10 but mysteriously left overnight, okay, who is also the person that was feeding FaZe the drinks in the bar. And he said, I never saw you drink, or I never saw you kiss another girl, and I never saw you assault anybody, okay? What? And then FaZe goes on to say that he's talked to the people at the bar, and the people at the bar said, we have followed your footage around several times and the Meg girl, and there is no truth to this story, right? Okay. So now Jake Paul looks like a complete ass because he has backed this assistant story. Why? We don't know, okay? Now, if a friend came to me and said, Judy Smith assaulted me in the mall, I would be real concerned. I'd be like, girl, let's go get her, okay? I don't know that I would ask first, is it true? Did it happen? I just would believe my good Judy, right? Wouldn't most of us? Because that's how we are in society. We want to believe our friends and family. If they're hurt, they're in a hurt situation, then we want to help them. We want to protect them. And that is what is really, really scary about this story, okay? So now all this is out, and FaZe says at the end of his channel, if you can, or at the end of his video, if you can prove that this happened to this Erykah Badu girl, who is she anyway? Jake Paul's girlfriend? I mean, that is, like, that's your claim to fame, is that you're somebody's girlfriend? I mean, come on, okay? Now, that worked for Stephanie Seymour. Now, you know, she's got the Brant boys, and she's married to the owner of Interview Magazine, all that kind of stuff. But, baby, Erykah, you're a cute girl. You ain't no Stephanie Seymour, okay? Let's just talk about that. No November Rain walking down the aisle of that church. Do you remember that shit? Guns N' Roses, baby, all day long. Okay, so anyway, I wanna rock and roll all night and party every day, just not with the Team 10 members. Okay, so anyway, went to a party last Saturday night, didn't get laid, got in a fight. Hey, keep on grinding. So anyway, that's for Team 10. Little bit of Lita Ford, who I'm sure they have no clue who it is. I love Lita Ford. I basically said I was the new Lita Ford of YouTube. So anyway, so this is all out there, and FaZe says at the end of his video, okay? Keemstar said he would leave his channel. I'm putting you to the challenge for you to leave your channel if this doesn't come out and it's true, and I know it's not true, and if you can prove me wrong, I will leave YouTube too. And I was like, okay, so now FaZe and Keemstar are gonna leave YouTube, and this girl ain't said peep one, right, about this challenge. So basically what we know at this point is, allegedly based on what I see, that there is no truth to these allegations. That is some scary shit, that Jake Paul has almost 10 million subscribers, and he is perpetuating this story of lying about abuse. That is so, so scary to me, because now what we have shown is, in society, okay, and I talk on here all the time about these bigger YouTubers that are 25, FaZe is 25, to 20, to 19, Jake Paul is 20, okay, to all these people on here, that the people that are watching him, don't forget, Jake Paul was a Disney star, so the people that are watching him are typically probably between the ages of 10 and 20, okay? And what they are seeing now is, if you have been hurt, if you have been hit by a parent, by a neighbor, by a family member, by anything, okay? And not just physical abuse, but any kind of abuse, right? Don't talk about it because A, you'll have to prove yourself. B, nobody will believe you. C, if it comes out that they don't believe you and you're a liar, it's a huge deal, right? And it's totally the boy who cried wolf. Nobody will ever believe you again. But what is really even sadder to me is that now that all of this is out, I just went and looked at Jake Paul's numbers. You would literally think that they would go from this to this. I mean, why is not every person out there unsubscribing to him is beyond me. Why you can stand by and support this, okay? Support the fakery of abuse and allegedly trying to take down somebody else. And this is why I said in my other video, why didn't he ever just pick up the phone and call FaZe and say, we need to meet about this, we need to talk. No, we went right to video and made a video about it. We wanted to make this public at the expense, Not of this girl, not of FaZe, not of Jake Paul. We wanted to make it at the expense of our viewers, okay? Because the viewers are going to be the ones that are confused about this, and it's going to affect them. I personally have been very affected by videos I have watched in my life, okay? I have been very affected by what people say in videos to make me change things about my life, all right? It's one of the reasons why I talk so openly about everything in my life. I just found out, somebody was telling me that on Guru Gossip it says about me that I quit drinking, but I do cocaine so I can get hyped up for my videos. I mean, come on, as if. I'm so open about my sobriety and being in a 12-step program, and that's where these allegations and rumors of all this shit on the internet are seriously, seriously dangerous, and those gossip threads and all of that, the truth just needs to come out. And this is my real question, okay? If this police report was done effectively, why did the police not go to the Warwick and say, we want to see the police footage, we want to see the security footage? Why was this girl not taken to a doctor, which is exactly what you should do, okay? And then the doctor would have said, we need to take care, this is an assault, okay? I just looked up in the state of California what it defines battery and assault upon another person. It carries a 6-month sentence in jail and a $2,000 fine. And if you go down here and you look at how they define it, they define it as California battery does in fact result in a serious injury, then you may be charged instead with a separate but related crime of battery causing serious bodily injury. We are talking about a very serious situation here, okay? A very serious situation. The truth needs to come out. The security footage needs to be shown so that people know what the truth is, okay? And then we need to report further. And Jake needs to come out, and whoever needs to come out and apologize for what's happened to his subscribers, okay? And then inform them in situations like this what they should do so that somebody doesn't sit at home and feel afraid to come out and tell their truth. Because at the end of the day, that's all we have is our truth and our story. Anyway, this whole story makes me very, very sad. It's interesting to watch, but when you step back from it, it just makes me very, very sad. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.